Hey guys, what is up? This is Flashstack. Welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dawn of a New Era. And right now I'm going to be doing Cosmos. Now, Cosmos is one of those decks where you just special summon a lot of monsters with different effects. And it just gets crazy. Oh god, they one day have pieced me. This is not going to end well. Let's kick things off here with reasoning. So they choose a level, and if the monster that we get is not the same level, then we can special summon it immediately. Nope. Oh. Okay, I got his effect mixed up. Okay, so we're gonna summon Cosmo Wicked Witch and equip it with Cosmo Light Sword. So it's 2400 attack. I'm gonna have it attack this face down. Of course, we can't deal any damage. Wait, what? Oh god. Oh, we know how this is going to end. Normally I finish this stuff a lot quicker. After this duel I'm going to show you a couple replays. The replay system on here is not really good, but I have a couple I have a couple one-turn kills. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to summon Cosmo Farm Girl, give it a light sword, then I'll activate another emergency teleport, to summon... Oh. He surrendered. I was gonna summon Strawman and then bring back Dark Eclipser. It's one of those decks that where you have to do a lot of chains, like this for instance. I can't really explain what's going on here because it's too quick. They always speed up the replays. And there you have it. And I have a second one here, so let's quickly look at that. Now this one goes a lot quicker. It's pretty simple in concept. Okay, well with that over, let's go take a look at the deck. Okay, so by looking at this deck, you already know basically, you can already tell that this deck has a bunch of different levels, so Reasoning is a extremely good card in this deck. allowing you to special summon from your deck any monster with different levels ranging from 1 to 8. Of course, there's no level 1 in this deck, or level 6, so. But that's beside the point. The way this deck works is you take the level 4 or lower psychic type Cosmo monsters, and during any time you can banish them to special summon any higher level Cosmo monster. And that's how you get the higher level ones out easier. And when the ones that are levels 5 through 8 get destroyed, you can special summon a Cosmo monster from your deck with a lower level than it. However, when Dark Eclipser here is destroyed, you can only add a level 8 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck to your hand. So, you have the basics. Now we'll go over my interpretation of the deck. I mean, there's not really much room for variation, but my style is straight beatdown. Like with a lot of my decks, I really like dealing the most damage very fast. That's my style. I'm not really good with all the technical gameplay. I'm really good with just beatdown, quick effects, or something that's really powerful and difficult to get rid of. That's my style. So right here, I have Cosmo Dark Eclipser, level 9, cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effects. During an player's turn, when a trap card is activated, you can banish one Cosmo monster from your graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add one level 8 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck to your hand. And I just remembered why Dark Eclipser's effect couldn't activate, because I didn't have a Cosmo monster in my grave. Go figure. Next, I have Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, because this deck is full of Dark and Light monsters. However, they're usually banished, so it is difficult to get a hold of the materials needed. However, if a monster's summon is negated, or it's destroyed, or a lower level one is destroyed, or if you feel like you need to put Xyz monsters in this deck for some reason, then those are a few ways. You can also try including Burial from a Different Dimension, so you can take a few of your monsters and send them back to your grave, and then banish them again for Envoy. Who knows? Next we have Cosmo Dark Destroyer. This one is really good, and it's probably one of the best in my opinion. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one monster on the field, destroy it. This card cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effects. If this card is destroyed by Valor card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 7 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. So right there, that is the main power of its effect, allowing you to special summon any level 7 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck immediately after this thing is destroyed and banished, as opposed to Dark Eclipser, which only lets you add a level 8 or lower to your hand. Now, as you probably saw in some of the replays, Dark Destroyer is really good if you have another high level Cosmo monster out that's like already attacked. You can destroy that to special summon another Cosmo monster from your deck to renew your attack supply. Also, if you feel the need to, like you already have a powerful, you have another powerful Cosmo monster in your hand, then if you feel like it, you can destroy Cosmo Dark Eclipser the minute you summon it. Special summon a low level monster, get some damage in with that, and then special summon the high level monster from your hand. Forerunner, I only keep one copy of him in here. It cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. During your standby phase, gain 1000 life points. This card is destroyed by our card effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 6 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. Very straightforward. I don't use him much because compared to some of the other ones, he doesn't have as much versatility. But one copy is good enough in my opinion. I got 2 Cosmo Slip Riders here. If this card is normal special summon, you can target 1 spell trap card on the field and destroy it. If this card is destroyed with battle or card effects into the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. Yeah. So, it's an MST with 2300 attack points. Not much else to say about it. You also have a dark level 5 Cosmo Delta Shell. Once per turn, you can send 1 Cosmo monster from your deck to the graveyard, then target 1 face-up monster on the field. It loses attack and defense equal to the sent monster's level times 100. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. Really straightforward effect again, and using Delta Shell's effect, you can put more stuff in your grave for the effect of Envoy, or for the effect of Dark Eclipser, if you feel like it. Because we all know Dark Eclipser needs to have Cosmo monsters in the grave if you want to if you want to use Dark Eclipser's effect, you have to have Cosmo monsters in the grave, so Delta Shell is a good way to do that. Next we have Cosmo Wicked Witch. I don't know why it's Cosmo, it's the only one I think that has Cosmo and not just Cosmo. So I'm confused, but moving on anyway. During another player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon 1 level 5 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. You can only use this effect Cosmo Wicked Witch once per turn. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can pay 1000 life points. This card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So, it's level 9. It's level 4. Has 1900 attack, so it's still pretty solid. Also, you can pay life points, and it cannot be. It's safe. It's just safe. If you equip this with Cosmo Light Sword, it becomes even more powerful. Got Cosmo Good Witch here. During either player's turn, yeah, I'm just gonna skip that, just level 5 or higher. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, changes the face-down defense position. Once again, if you equip this with Cosmo Light Sword, it'll do a lot of damage, especially since with this effect you could switch it face-down, and I'll get into that in a second. Next we have level 3 Cosmo Farm Girl, probably the best out of the lower level monsters in this deck. During our player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon level 4 or higher, so you can actually special summon another psychic type with this effect. Good to know, right? You can only use this effect once per turn. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can pay 500 life points to add 1 Cosmo card from your deck to your hand. So this is the searcher of the deck. This is the main searcher for earlier on in the game, because this helps you get the arsenal you need for when you banish the lower level ones. Once again, Cosmo Light Sword helps a lot because it'll boost the attack, and I'll get further into that once again later. Sora Troopers, another level 3, special summon 1 level 4 or higher, so it's another one you can use to summon Good Witch or Wicked Witch. Once per turn, you can pay 1000 life points to target 1 psychic type Cosmo monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So, if you use the effect of Delta Shuttle, you can also use Sora Troopers to bring back that monster sent to the grave, kind of like I did in that other replay. And then, well, I have to keep the volume as low as I can because it is very loud. It's just like right in my ears. But yeah, it's really useful, but kind of not as useful as Strawman. Cosmo Strawman, during either player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon 1 level 3 or higher. That's fine. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points to target 1 of your banished Cosmo monsters. Special summon it, but its effects are negated, also destroyed during the end phase. So you could special summon 1 of your higher level ones that have been banished through their own effects. They will be destroyed during the end phase. Then they can use their effects again. So, win-win. You can probably, if it's a higher level one, not just like a level 5, you could probably bring out You'll probably bring out Slip Rider to take care of any pesky spell trap cards that might be lingering on your opponent's side of the field. And, yeah, basically, I've already discussed reasoning. Emergency Teleport is probably the best card in this deck. I might have said that about reasoning, but Emergency Teleport is because you can special summon any level 3 or lower psychic, so you can summon Farm Girl, Strawman, or Sora Troopers. Or if you want to run some of the other ones, I think there's Tin Can, level 1. You can use this for that too. And it's quick place, you can activate it immediately during any time, which fits the style of this deck to a T. Next we finally have the equip spell, Cosmo Light Sword. When you equip it, you can only equip it to a psychic type Cosmo monster, and it gains 500 attack and defense. It can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase, so it adds to that beatdown aspect of this deck. Also, it can inflict piercing damage. So, yeah, that's what I was talking about with Wicked Witch, Good Witch, especially Good Witch, doing the piercing damage. And it also works with Farm Girl to help activate her effect. And if it's sent from the field to graveyard, you can pay 800 life points to add it back to your hand. If you haven't figured it out yet, this deck is very heavy on having to pay life points like any other Psychic deck. Except maybe Psyframes. I don't think you have to pay much for Psyframes, but not the point. Yeah, so you're gonna have to run, you might have to run some traditional Psychic type support just to keep yourself above water with all that life point, with all those life points you're paying. Another card that'll you'll have to pay a lot of life points for is Cosmo Town. Now, since the deck I use is mainly straight up beatdown, there isn't much need for this. However, once per turn you can target one of your banished Cosmo monsters, return it to the hand, and if you do, lose life points equal to its original level times 100. I don't use that effect often, however I do once in a while use the second effect. Once per turn you can reveal any number of Cosmo monsters in your hand and shuffle them in the deck, then draw cards equal to the number of cards you shuffled into the deck. If this card in the field zone is destroyed by card effect, you can add one Cosmo card from your deck to your hand. So it does have usefulness if you like special summon Slip Rider, I think. Yeah, you just target one spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. So you can use Slip Rider and take advantage of this effect to destroy Cosmo Town if you have no targets on the other side of the field, because it will add more monsters to your hand. Or just Cosmo cards. You can add Light Sword, Cosmo Mojo too. You can add either Light Sword or Cosmo Mojo too, which we're gonna look at right now. Here's Cosmo Mojo, the trap card of the deck, well, 102, but it's the trap card of the Cosmo archetype. Target one Cosmo monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, banish one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard. You can only activate one Cosmo Mojo per turn. Normally, you'd only use this if you have a higher level one out, because their effect can help itself recycle into a lower level monster. Not much else to say about it. Finally, here's my little addition to the trap side, Escape from the Dark Dimension. Since this has a lot of high level dark monsters, such as Delta Shuttle, Dark Destroyer, and Dark Eclipser, I figured that this card would work perfectly in the deck. Target one of your banished dark monsters, special summon that target. When this card leaves the field, destroy and banish that target. When that target is destroyed, destroy this card. Yeah. So, basically, your higher level dark monsters can come back for round 2. If they're destroyed before this card's destroyed, they go to the graveyard. So, then their effects can activate again to recycle. Basically, that's the gist of this deck. I mean, if you want to add Xyz monsters, then rank 4 is definitely the way to go. But it will take away a bit. Now, if you wanted to include Synchro monsters, I would recommend the Tuner monster, Ghost Ogre, and Snow Rabbit, because it can also be quickly summoned with Emergency Teleport, and its effect can allow it to, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit is just tuner monster, but if your opponent activates an effect on it, let me just look it up. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. During either player's turn, when a monster on the field activates its effect, or when a spell or trap card that is already face up on the field activates its effect, you can send this card from your hand or your side of the field to the graveyard, destroy that card on the field. Okay. So yeah, you can include this. It is a light psychic type monster. So the light aspect can once again provide a boost for the summoning conditions of Envoy. And since it's level 3, you can bring out a bunch of synchro summons from like level 5 Armades to level 6 monsters like Metaphys Harus, Red Wyvern, and even level 7s, level 8s. The list goes on and on. And that's just how useful this thing is. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to click that like button down below and subscribe. I will be doing more of these once this gets updated with all the new cards from the Dark Illusion, which just got released in Japan. I already have 2 decks that are almost complete, but I'm waiting for cards that have not been added yet. 2 cards in particular, before I post those. So yeah. Anyway, until next time, this has been Flashstag, and I will see you all later.